Since now it's going to be less. It'll be less.
Okay.
Call the special meeting, the Town Council Budget Workshop to order for Wednesday, April 5th, 2017 at 7:05 p.m. We'll start first with salute to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mayor Duty,
Here.
Deputy Mayor Fawnin,
Here.
Councilor Angeloni,
Here.
Councilor Arman,
Here.
Councilor Candelora,
Here.
Councilor Diamond,
Here.
Councilor Manna,
Here.
Councilor Miller,
Here.
and Councilor Rose.
I'm here.
Moving to fiscal year 2017-2018 budget deliberations. First is general government services. Anybody have any departments or reductions they want to make?
Well, do you want to just take care of these motions right away?
Yeah.
Give them-
Do these,
Yeah,
do
you
these
wanna do
first?
those?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to make the first motion?
Yeah.
There's, the first two motions that we're going to make tonight are just corrections on the budget based on information we already know. One is the decrease in the Board of Education budget based on the insurance savings from what they had submitted. And the second one is a decrease in our grand list numbers based on the Board of Assessment Appeals hearings that they had and adjustments that they've already made. So that will decrease that. So the first motion is to decrease, I'd like to make a motion to decrease account 101-5000-320-0000 by $264,792 to reflect the medical insurance savings that the Board of Education referenced in their presentation.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Mayor Duty,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Fawnin,
Yes.
Councilor Angeloni,
Yes.
Councilor Arman,
Yes.
Councilor Candelora,
Yes.
Councilor Diamond,
Yes.
Councilor Manna,
Yes.
Councilor Miller,
Yes.
Councilor Rose.
Yes.
And the second motion is to decrease the taxable grand list by $376,206 for the assessors relating to the action of the Board of Assessment Appeals.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Mayor Duty,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Fawnin,
Yes.
Councilor Angeloni,
Yes.
Councilor Arman,
Yes.
Councilor Candelora,
Yes.
Councilor Diamond,
Yes.
Councilor Manna,
Yes.
Councilor Miller,
Yes.
Councilor Rose.
Yes.
Anybody have any more action on general government? Moving to the capital improvement plan.
I have some questions on the capital improvement plan. Anthony, they have, we have the basketball courts at Northford Park for $76,000 coming out of LoSiP. And I think I remember from previous meetings that you said that we kind of carry a balance in LoSiP, that we don't necessarily spend it all every year, so that there's a balance.
There might be a balance in LoSiP, yeah.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is because I've been up to the Northford courts, and those basketball courts are a liability waiting for the town to happen. And I know the Park and Rec Commission at their meeting last week had extensive talk in regards to redoing the basketball courts and the tennis courts there, and then dealing with the courts, tennis courts at STW, doing something so that they had a place for, that they could generate money, and also they would have a place for their summer program. So, part of my question is, if there's money in LoSiP that this project could actually start this fiscal year, and then, you know, the LoSiP money that we get July 1st would just go back into the fund. Because I think something needs to be done sooner rather than later, and I believe I saw Lauren here. Lauren, can you just address that issue a little bit for the whole council?
Sure. As Councilor Angeloni stated, I would like to concede the Northwood Court to be done because it is a liability. It's gotten worse since last year. Last year we had tape, and these guys for helping me assisting me caution taping the courts, but every night they take the caution tape down and they were back on there again. So it's just something waiting to happen. So between the LoSiP money and some money from our 226, I'd like to consider doing the Northwood basketball courts and the tennis courts, similar to the courts down at Memorial with post-tension and the same colors.
And do so you obviously have prices on the basketball court already, correct?
I have prices for post-tension on both basketball and tennis.
Okay, and so the money that you have between the 226 account and money that was there for Park and Rec plus the LoSiP money, do you think you would have, based on the quotes that you have, would you have enough money to go forward with those projects?
With Northwood, yes, but I would also still like to consider STW courts because those have been closed for so many years. I would like to ideally do the basketball court as post-tension, similar to Memorial as more, and then do the tennis courts in the same colors, but do them in asphalt for a lesser cost, so that we can still do the courts in front of STW as well. As a multi-purpose court to be used for, generate revenue for programming and
So, Anthony, if you could get us an answer.
Certainly.
For the next meeting as far as that LoSiP, just so that we can, because it wouldn't change our budget figures at all, but I think it would definitely meet a need that is desperately needed by Park and Rec.
I'll work with Lauren to get the numbers, get an answer for you.
Okay, thank you.
I'm concerned with two of the cuts that show up in capital improvement. They're small, but I think they're very meaningful and should be reconsidered. That's the exterior repairs to Auger House under general government and the exterior painting of the Reynolds Beers House under culture and recreation. They're each $5,000. They are rapidly becoming eyesores and very visible ones in our community. The Reynolds Beers House, of course, is prominent on Route 80 and adjacent to the library. The Auger House, of course, is right in front of the Polka Festival. And we have considered it from time to time as a possible rental property. And I think those amounts of money are modest, and I think the result of restoring them would be meaningful.
Like, is there any surplus funding for that?
Not that I'm aware of, the 5,000 each, no.
How about one of them?
We'd have to move something, we have to move something around. I think, but, I don't know if you need an answer tonight, but I'll research with Nancy and I, put our heads together, maybe we can squeeze out 10,000 from looking at these numbers of other pots of money. Nothing I can say
Yeah, if you could look into that, that would be good. Anything else under capital improvement?
We mentioned that possible, leasing the two police cars.
I'm sorry.
The two police car leasing, we mentioned that. Not in here, but
That's covered.
It's capital expenditures, not capital improvements.
Did you look at your budget?
he's got it.
No, it's not.
But, okay, but in this one, the one we got tonight,
For our next meeting, can you give us an update on the NBIS funds and where we're at with that? Because that will come into play for the Board of Ed on the NBHS, the new condensing boilers,
Right.
as to whether it's being
Doesn't belong
funded in this year or
Oh, I see,
we
okay.
need to add it back in
Yeah.
for next year into capital.
Okay.
it's in there.
Yeah, and
It's not on this
while
one.
we're
it's
on the
one that-
Why the hell is it not?
capital side, I think at the last meeting, we talked about the lack of
So we
police
mentioned-
cars that are in the capital.
Not yet.
One idea might be to take a look at that overtime in police account and reduce that, sweep that over, and potentially look at leases for 2 cars. So just food for thought.
Say nothing, we'll move to debt service now. Any changes on debt service?
It's going in the right direction.
Okay, we'll move into education. Any changes under education?
I don't have a change, I just have a question. From the request that you gave, or the presentation you gave to us on March 28th, and then the presentation that was given last night, I think some of the information, our handouts were a little bit different between the two presentations. And I believe I don't have a copy of last night's presentation, but on one of the slides that you showed regarding changes to the existing budget, I thought there was something about a $124,000 decrease in health and unemployment insurance. Is that in addition to the 260?
No, that's inclusive. So that's a new number based on taking 265 out.
Okay, just,
I mean, all I was trying to do with that slide was to kind of give people a sense of what the major drivers were in terms of the cost.
okay, so in the slide from 328, it said the total decrease in health insurance is $32,599.
That's correct.
Okay, and then, so what's the one,
Unemployment.
what, pardon me?
The rest of it's unemployment.
Okay, so the 264 in savings, I guess I'm just, the NBFT health insurance decrease, that's different than the 32,600? Or is that 32,600 net of the?
32.6 is the net. So it's, I mean, we're actually, even with the increase in healthcare for this year for most of the groups, we're still net negative because of the savings in the teacher's conference.
Okay. So it's not in
But the
addition.
328, the information I gave you on 328 should have been fundamentally the same as what you got last, or what you saw last night. As I said, I modified the presentation a bit to try to highlight where the cost drivers were.
Yeah.
Anything else on education? Okay, we're moving to finalizing budget 2017-18 fiscal year.
I don't
I think we have to
we're
wait
at
till,
that point
we're
yet.
not ready.
I think we should table
So
it
we'll
till
table that, move to table that
April 18th.
till April 18th.
Yeah. So moved.
Got that motion?
Who
To-
seconded?
Dan made the motion.
Motion.
Joe seconded. Finalize on April 18th, pending any more cuts. Any discussion?
We're going to forego the meeting tomorrow and the 11th, is that the consensus? And it's just, we're going to hold till the 18th?
That's what I see.
I think so.
Roll call?
Mayor Duty?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Fawnin?
Yes.
Counselor Angeloni?
Yes.
Counselor Arman?
Yes.
Counselor Candelora?
Yes.
Counselor Diamond?
Yes.
Counselor Miano?
Yes.
Counselor Miller?
Yes.
Counselor Rose?
Yes.
I guess we don't have to worry about the ratification of town council recommended budget fiscal year 17-18 and approval advisory budget referendum question fiscal year
Can't do it.
It's gotta be
17-18.
tabled also.
That be tabled.
So I would like to make a motion to cancel our budget workshop for April 6th
Six.
and April 11th.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Mayor Duty?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Fawnin?
Yes.
Counselor Angeloni?
Yes.
Counselor Arman?
Yes.
Counselor Candelora?
Yes.
Counselor Diamond?
Yes.
Counselor Miano?
Yes.
Counselor Miller?
Yes.
Counselor Rose?
Yes.
Okay, we'll move the ratification and approval till April 18th. Next is adjournment. I wanna make
Move
that
to
motion.
adjourn.
Second?
Roll call?
Mayor Duty?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Fawnin?
Yes.
Counselor Angeloni?
Yes.
Counselor Arman?
Yes.
Counselor Candelora?
Yes.
Counselor Diamond?
Yes.
Counselor Miano?
Yes.
Counselor Miller?
Yes.
Counselor Rose?